If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles.
Overstacking necessarily isn't a bad thing. You can see here I have different stacks as an example. Okay, so here I've got two stacks. I've got a stack of 20 units, I've got a stack of 25 units. You can see here the stack of 25 units. I've put together all my slow units. So anti-air, anti-tank, one armored car for scouting. I've got my artillery and I've got my infantry. Yes, I know, I need to upgrade my armored car because otherwise I cannot spot any other stealth units from a higher level. But now, if I get attacked from planes, what gets to defend? The 4 anti-air, of course, together with 6 infantry. The rest, they're gonna be soaking up the damage. If I'm getting attacked by armored units, which units are going to defend? My anti-tank, my armored car, and 5 infantry. If I'm getting attacked by unarmored units, which units are going to defend? My 9 infantry, of course, and the armored car. So I'm good here. And I can also attack with my artillery from range. If I wanted to make it extreme, I could simply have 10 anti-air, 10 anti-tanks, 10 artillery, and 10 infantry. And I would still be good state-based efficiency. This is like a perfect stack. Even though it's overstacked, you only have the advantages of overstacking, which is protection, but you don't have the disadvantage where you're gonna losing any extra damage that you could have dealt if you would have split up. I would never split up this stack because there's no need to. Now, if I look at my other stack, my light armored stack, there is one armored car for scouting reasons. There are 3 commandos which are going to be perfect against unarmored units. We have 2 self-propelled anti-air. We have 8 self-propelled artillery and 6 anti-tank units, the tank destroyer actually, to be exact. So here once again, we are perfect. If I'm gonna get attacked by unarmored units, which units are going to defend? My 3 commandos, my armored car, and those anti-tanks or the tank destroyer. If planes attack, my commandos will defend, my anti-air will defend. It's the same story. Here again, if I want to attack from a range, my 8 self-propelled artillery are going to attack. It's perfect. If I now check the stats, you can see damage distribution, it ain't good. But that's fine. Why? Because like I explained earlier, the rest of the units are gonna soak up the damage. What you don't want is that you have a stack which has more than 10 melee units, because the tank destroyer is a melee unit, the commando is a melee unit, the armored car is a melee unit. Those are 10 melee units. So 10 melee units, maximum damage efficiency, they're gonna protect the other units. So here again, perfect stack. So here we're looking at the battle of my ally against a doomstack. Originally, before I started filming, this doomstack was 44 units. Now if I dezoom to check, there is 33 units left. He's fighting against 20 SP artillery, so it's going fast. But why is it going fast? Because he's overstacked. If you are overstacked, you're going to use your units way faster because your damage efficiency is much lower. Damage efficiency, I can show. I click here. Now I can see the composition of my stack. If I click here on information, we're going to see damage distribution and damage efficiency. You can see that in average here, he has a damage efficiency of 25-34%, depending on the unit which is attacking or defending. Now why is it so low? Because he's overstacked. If you have more than 10 units in a stack, every unit is gonna start to distribute less damage. You don't want this, you want 100%. So if you click here on my ally, you can see here 10 of 10, maximum damage distribution. If I'm gonna click on here, you're gonna see damage efficiency is 83. It's not 100%, why not? Because he is at 75% damage. So there's two factors. First, the health of your units, and two, if they are overstacked or not. So here you can see the health of our doomstack is very low and it's overstacked, so his damage distribution is way lower. Now, my ally is being very smart. What is he doing? He put his troops in St. Polten. Now, St. Polten is hills. Now you're gonna think, why hills? Check. If you click on the information, you're gonna see here that SP artillery, they get 50% terrain bonus in hills, which means that those 20 SP artillery, they're actually 30 SP artillery. And so the enemy is getting shredded. Also, of course, he's overstacked. It goes way faster now. And you can see here, as you already explained before, he's going against all the rules of stacking. He stacked fast units and slow units together. He stacked offensive and defensive units also together. This is simply not done. So this is like the school book example of how you shouldn't do it. He should have put anti-air together with his infantry, together with the artillery, which are already dead, and his anti-tank together, because those are all defensive units. They all have the same speed. Now, motorized infantry, medium tanks, light tanks are here, medium tanks are inverted. So those are all offensive units. You want to have them together in one stack. They're also units, they're faster. So it makes sense to split this stack up. So never ever mix offensive and defensive troops together. Never mix slow and fast units together. It's important. Now, if I want to have a look at my planes, I've got 30 planes. At a first glance, you would say, hey, that's way too much. Now what is going to happen? I've got 10 interceptors. So it's those that are going to fight when I get attacked from other planes, because only the 10 best units in your stack fight, and it's automatically arranged like this, which is good. Then you don't have to think about it. It's automatically, in this case, it's the interceptors which are going to defend if I'm attacked, which is good, because this way they're gonna protect my tactical bombers and my attack bombers, which are very valuable. I've got 10 tactical bombers, I've got 10 attack bombers. So, which means if I've got a unit here, a stack that is coming with armored units, I can just split it up. I can split up my stack. I can say I want my interceptors with it, and I want my attack bombers. Now, it's still overstacked, 20 units, but it's only the attack bombers, which are anti-armor, that are going to fight. The interceptors are still there, 1 for protection against enemy planes, 2 to soak up the damage. This way my planes, my bombers, they're gonna last longer. Same if there would be a stack of unarmored units. So in this case, for unarmored units, I'm gonna choose my tactical bombers. Perfect stack again. Now, if there's like a stack coming mixed, both unarmored units and armored units, I can just simply split the stack up in 2 stacks of 5, and I can fly into the target. So this stack is very versatile. Yeah, it's overstacked, 30, but it's still individually, each unit is still on the maximum of 10 out of 10 units. That's what you want. I've got 15 naval vessels. I'm gonna click on them. You can see I've got 5 aircraft carriers, 5 cruisers, 5 destroyers. Theoretically, you can see I'm at 15 of 10, so I have a bad damage distribution. If I'm gonna click on here, you're gonna see I'm on a lower damage efficiency. So if I get attacked by a submarine, my 10 best units are going to fight, which are gonna be my 5 destroyers, my 5 cruisers. So 10 units, optimal damage distribution. If I want to attack, like, I don't know, maybe some destroyers are coming, I can attack with my 5 cruisers, which are ranged. So there's no problem here.